Francis confronted the issue of climate change head-on last week when he released a 184-page papal encyclical called a Laudato Si, or Praise Be to You. In it, he called climate change a global problem with grave implications, and the ones who suffer the most, he says, are the world's poorest populations who are being dislocated and disregarded. Here this morning to talk more about it, Graziano Marcheschi, Vice President of University Mission and Ministry at St. Xavier University. First of all, thanks for coming in again, sir. We appreciate it. And so, first of all, for a lot of people, encyclical, what the heck is that? A lot of folks never even heard of that before. What's that all about?
An encyclical is an authoritative teaching document issued by the Holy Father. So it has a great deal of authority that behind it. And his point is specifically to instruct the faithful. But in this document, he doesn't just address the bishops and Catholic faithful. He really addresses the whole world and invites everyone into this conversation.
Is also his intent to make sure that church leaders all over the world sort of follow suit and get on board with this message?
Oh, absolutely. He takes this very seriously, and he believes that what we do, particularly those of us in the richer countries, are impacting the poor. And of course, we all know that that's been one of his great themes, is that there has to be more of a parity, more of an equality within the world. And those of us who've been fortunate to be in the richer half of the world can't simply live our lives in a way that's going to continue to negatively impact the rest of the world.
Now, certainly not everyone is thrilled that the Pope is inserting himself into this conversation. In a column from the Washington Post today, I read this quote: "It marked the latest blow for those seeking to stop the reform-minded train that has become Francis's papacy." What do you make of that, and what about the issue that there is some friction within the church?
Well, there is friction. He received lots of interventions before issuing the document, saying, please don't issue this document. Please don't base your statement on what some consider faulty science. The reality is, one, that he can do whatever he wants.
Right.
And two, that the moral case that he's making for the care of creation doesn't really rely on the scientific case for global warming. So whether you accept global warming as a reality or not, you still have to listen to the moral case that he's making. He's saying you and I have a responsibility to care for the earth. Whether we think that human activity is responsible for global warming, there certainly is human activity that's negatively impacting the environment.
Okay, so the Pope speaks, and we listen, we react, and try to figure it all out. Graziano, good to see you again. Thanks for coming in.
Good to be here.